Hello and welcome back to another edition of FlowState. Things may look a little different for those that have been following along every Sunday. I've been diligently working on the Growth Blueprint school community, which has finally launched officially. We are in the pre-launch phase, if you will, but because you're paying attention, you're showing up, you're here, you're dialed in, check the video description for the link. And right now you can join for free, zero cost for life, including all the updates and anything that comes next. This is awesome because I'm going to convert the community to a subscription model soon. I don't know exactly when. I'm looking to build a little momentum, friends and family, and early adopters, people who are actively looking to enrich their life, those people who have been following this channel, and friends of those people. I think it's really important to be able to offer opportunities for growth to as many people as possible, to as low cost as possible, which is basically what I feel like I've been able to do. And it's this distillation of 9 years worth of personal growth and development, the tools, modalities that I have amassed, and I didn't realize what I was doing. I had no idea that I was starting on this endeavor 9 years ago, and it wasn't until about 2 months ago that I really sunk my teeth into this concept after a coaching call that I had with a good friend of mine, and I didn't even realize what was happening. But at the end of the call, there was just this moment of clarity and levity that drew me deeper into this idea of how I can be in service to other people, how I can live up to the standard that I set for myself and be able to show people through various modalities and how to structure compounding actions to amplify growth. And that's what the Growth Blueprint is all about. It's a systematic approach to what I believe are very fundamental truths that all humans have to contend with. So whether you believe it or not, or it's not even about a belief, it's about, I guess, being aware of it or not, there are certain realities to your existence, my existence, and we can either be conscious or unconscious. We can either be operating through life with intention or simply reacting to the things that are happening to us as opposed to the things that are coming outside from us. So what I mean is core values. Core values is actually the second pillar within the Growth Blueprint. And, this being flow state and all, we have to acknowledge that things are free flowing, which is the whole idea behind this podcast. And starting with the first pillar may make more sense, but we're already on it. So anyways, core values. You live your life according to your core values, whether you know them or not, whether you are aware of their impact on your actions or not. So take ownership over them, not through mindless reaction, but a very dialed in approach to discovering what that is, what that even means, and how that impacts every moment of your life, how you choose to show up, especially when no one's watching, right? There are plenty of people, I'm sure you know, that behave one way when there's no one around, or maybe one or two people, and then when there's a group around and there's more scrutiny, then they change their behavior. That's living inauthentically. That's not really a pure expression of the identity that represents those individuals. So core values So fundamental. Really understanding what grounds the individuals, how they want to live their life, the actions they take are all directly correlated to this higher level purpose. We'll go back and establish the foundational course in the growth blueprint. Vitality. Vitality is fundamental to everything we do as humans. You either have it or you don't. You're either striving to be better or you're not. How can you go about your day and show up in service for others, for the organization you work for in exchange for money, your family, your wife, husband, your kids, whatever, okay? You need the energy, you need the mental fortitude to be able to show up and not half-ass it. So we always look at vitality as really a foundational truth to being able to show up every day, have energy, do the things that are required, and thrive. So vitality is the first core pillar in the growth blueprint. Just make sure we don't get hit by a car. Unleash Tiga. Hold on, buddy. It's been weeks since I've actually recorded the podcast, and I'm very grateful that I took the time when recording other videos to bank many episodes while we're getting started. And this podcast is going to drop today, actually, at midnight, Sunday morning. And I just finished the Growth Blueprint School Community yesterday. I'm fucking jacked. I am so excited to be able to finally share with people in a kind of like, not an amplified way yet. I'm going to be methodical about how people are going to be made aware of this in terms of, you know, like promoting it outside of the things that I'm doing. And it's carnival here in the Canary Islands, as it is in a lot of places like Brazil and New Orleans and the Caribbean. So things are popping off. We went out in the streets last night. It was amazing. The parades, kids, families. It's just absolutely crazy. It's 1 month of party and celebration, and they go hard here. So it's going to be a lot of fun. In fact, tonight we're gearing up for quite the night, and might as well share a little bit because, you know, why not? So getting ready around like 10, 11 p.m. And, you know, I'm like dialed in with everything. We got our costumes, got our little mobile drink set up to walk around. So we're meeting some friends, and we'll do the parade and the party all night. It's like a big party in the streets after the parade and everything. It's just crazy with stages and kiosks and bars, and it's just everybody's in the street all night. And at 5 a.m., a really good friend of mine is DJing at this club, which starts at 5, and there's like 20 or so DJs from all around Europe and, you know, Spain, Canary Islands, Italy. And so we're gonna go in with him, hang out in the booth, my wife and I and another girlfriend, and it's gonna be just a fantastic evening. The kids are doing their own party thing. They're gonna go to the kids parade on Sunday while mom and dad get to play. So yeah, could not be more excited, could not be feeling more grateful for the discipline that I live into every day to be able to create these special moments like this, to be able to cherish. You know, it's not always go to bed at 9:30, wake up naturally and just grind it out. You have to be open to opportunities that exist based on the work that you put in. it's all about having fun. If you're not having fun, then what's the point? You can't just be grinding all the time. I mean, grinding is fun. Don't get me wrong. I love it. I love the work I do. It brings me deep meaning and purpose. I love sharing, educating, participating in the greater discourse to amplify the human experience for people. I'm all about positive, intrinsic, energetic forces that can be transferred through intentional work. And that, for me, is just, I'm blissed out on it every day. Having said that, I think it's also important to radically mix it up a little bit. Go to bed super late, mess up your body's own system so that it can recover and become more resilient. Just like when you go to the gym, you train hard, you have to recover. The process of growth, of muscular growth, happens in recovery. It doesn't happen at the gym while you're putting your body under stress, under duress, really. So anyways, we're back on our normal trek down to the ocean. It's been a while, and I'm very, very excited to be here. I'm not recording any other video. I'm just here flowing, chatting, basking in the progress that has been the relentless 2 months of distillation of ideas and processes and systems in order to empower you to incite fundamental awareness and transformation within you. Something that is very much attainable, very powerful. Even if you're at the top of your game, even if you think you're crushing it, this is for you. If you're struggling, feeling stuck, this is for you. It's about refining systems, going deep within yourself, answering specific questions that only you can answer. And the byproduct of this, the transformation that ensues, is amazing. Really. And it's not something that will dissipate over time. These are so foundational. These are ingrained in all of us. And when we tap into this power, this presence, this awareness that we have, we know that we are unstoppable. You are way stronger than you can ever imagine. It's a matter of tapping in to awareness and living by that. It's essentially you creating this for yourself, not some program that tells you what to do. This has nothing to do with that. I am simply providing resources, a structure, and a system for you to leverage in yourself and develop the answers through a process that will bring clarity, focus, determination, and a lifelong of challenge, fortitude, clarity that you won't get anywhere else. So, sorry, it's always a little treacherous down here. It's been a while since I've been down here, as I said. Just take a minute just to take it all in. It's so great. So oh man, heavy leg day yesterday. Me dancing all night tonight. It's brutal. So let's get into it. The growth blueprint. We spoke about the first 2 core pillars, but we're going to work in sequential order because that's what it's all about. The first pillar, do you remember what the first pillar was? Or is? Vitality. You've seen me running up and down this mountain, down to the ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, feeling the raw power of this incredible earth. Vitality, we need strength, we need endurance, we need to understand nutrition, we need to understand passive rest, we need to understand active rest, we need to understand our physiology, we need to get blood work done, we need to get clear on so much of what's happening within us in order to propel our efforts in an effective way that will create lasting change and impact within us every single day. Vitality is fundamental. You cannot show up for someone else if you don't have the energy to do so. Even in your own life, are you drained? Are you tired all the time? Does your body feel out of sync? Is your circadian rhythm off? All of these things are tapped into vitality. And you cannot accomplish everything you want in one day. There's just not enough time for it. So structuring that, leveraging that, tapping into that to propel you forward in a healthy, sustainable way that creates more energy for you. That's vitality. Living every day with an abundance of energy. Fundamental. Changing your state actively, knowing how to do that, getting clear. It's incredible to have a robust, healthy lifestyle that supports your goals and aspirations and the people you love, your family, your friends. Without it, there's nothing. The second pillar, do you remember what the second pillar is? That's right, core values. Core values. Whether you're conscious of it or not, you have them. So why not take ownership over them, develop them, allow them to propel you forward in a way that's grounding and purpose-driven with clarity and focus. So when you're presented with certain obstacles and challenges, you know what to do. You know how to live. You know how to show up. You're not fucking around. You're taking extreme ownership over every action methodically to be able to propel you forward. Your core values are foundational to everything. So part of the growth blueprint is a core value course. And within that, the end result is three things. Your core value definitions, a long form paragraph, and what I call a mantra, or essentially the distilled one sentence essence of the long form paragraph. I ground myself every morning by journaling and reading one or all or different parts of my core values. And I'll share them with you. I mean, it's not like a private thing. I have them actually listed on the Growth Blueprint Core Values course because I want to inspire people to show them one version of this exercise, the end result. And so my core values are in alignment with one another, compounding on each. I believe very much in compounding. I think it's extremely powerful. And the first core value is discernment, choosing wisely. The second is vitality. Vitality for me is extremely important, right? But in order to have vitality, I need to choose wisely. Because if that's not there for me, then I'm going to be choosing things that are not in alignment with vitality. I'm going to be choosing things that don't support my long-term vision of how I want to live my life and show up every day, not only for myself, but the people I love. it's so important. Whoa. It's so important to understand that our actions in every moment are correlated to our core beliefs or our core values or our why or various other labeling that has been used in self-development, personal development, self-help, all of these things, and then ultimately into business coaching as well. Because if you don't know why you're doing something, then the purpose behind it becomes very fuzzy and is not something that is easily articulated and transferred to other people to be able to inspire them and to be able to be in alignment with this bigger picture. Discernment, vitality, arete. Arete is from Greek philosophy. Essentially, it means excellence in all aspects of life. Okay? I want to be excellent in everything I do. It doesn't mean perfection. Perfection is such a nasty word, really. And perfection is the opposite of what I'm looking to do. Perfection is gross. Perfection, well, doesn't exist. Perfection is a mindset that is toxic. It's so limiting in its nature. Excellence is something that we strive for. We strive to be our best. We strive to do our best. We really do, though. It's not just some fucking bullshit thing that you say, I did my best. No. It's not about that. It's about showing up wholly, committing yourself to the fullest in every aspect of your life, everything that you do. That's the way I see it, for me. These are my core values. This is how I have chosen to live my life, my purpose, my greater vision for the future, for not only in the moment, but for 10 minutes from now and for 20 years from now. And of course, with all of this, things change, things evolve, and that's the beauty of the structure behind the growth blueprint, is that it's an ever evolving process. Growth ends when you die. That's the way you should look at it. And then my final core value is service. I want to be in service to you. I want to be in service to my family, my children, my wife, my brother, my father, my aunt, my uncle, aunts, uncles, to the greater population. I want to serve people. I want to serve them through my knowledge and expertise by empowering them to tap into their unmet potential. Not just in that sense, but holding the door for someone or doing things and not telling anybody about them. Just fucking vibing, okay? That's me. That's how I'm choosing to live my life, in alignment with my core values. And I cannot express to you the power that holds within it. It takes a lot of work and effort. This is not an easy proposition. I'm not really interested in working with people who are lazy, who really just make excuses for not doing work, and just, general kind of like gross, You're not that. You're here. You're dialed in. And growth is a process. Growth is a progression. Maybe I struck a nerve when I just said what I said. Maybe you're going through a transformation at this moment, but you're here now in this moment, connecting with me, looking for an opportunity to discover what's within you and amplify that in a way that is foundational and forever. It is so powerful if you do the work, but you have to show up. You have to do the work. If you don't do the work, you're not going to get the results, and then it's just entertainment, like watching Netflix. And that's fine. That's cool. okay? But we're here for something more. We're here for something bigger, to be able to impact other people. It's a ripple effect. You get less losers on planet Earth will be a better place. And I know my language is a little like sometimes, but that was me 9 years ago. That was me up until the moment of Zen where I was like, oh man, this is it. And it's illusory in so many ways, and you think you get somewhere and everything's clear and you're feeling like, oh fuck. And then it's gone. And then you're starting all over again. But the plateau that you're at that moment, you're at a new plateau, a new paradigm of existence and awareness and clarity and focus. And you rebuild, and then you climb and climb and climb and climb, and then something happens and it's just like, whoo, I feel it, I'm in it. And then boom, it's gone. But you know what? You don't regress. You're at a new plateau. And you keep going and going and going and going, plateau after plateau. You know, enlightenment after enlightenment. It's like enlightenment lasts for 2 seconds. And then it's like, where the fuck did that thing go? I like that. I was like, oh, that's cool. I resonate deeply. There was a void in me, but then there was love and empathy, and I just like everything kind of sat clear. And then you like chase it again. But that chase is really you climbing the ladder to another mountaintop. And once you get there, you'll have that moment of Zen or enlightenment, whatever you want to call it, but then it goes away. It's like a 3-second thing. You feel it, you love it, and just like it's gone. Maybe the next morning you're just super depressed and you don't know why. And it's like, I had it. Where'd it go? After core values, compounding on vitality, which, you know, is so beautiful. And everybody's going to show up differently to this. And it's not for me to tell you one thing or another. This is not my purpose. My purpose is just to guide and nudge, to keep you on track, to show you modalities that are there in service to you. It's not to tell you what to think. That'd be fucking weird. That would never work. That doesn't even make sense. It's not to tell you how, it's not to tell you what. You need to do the work. I'm simply showing you a set of tools, some knowledge. Whoa, these rocks are slippery. Don't want to get injured before this evening. Whoa. Backtrack here. Oh. Totally lost my train of thought. FlowState, baby. No editing. Just raw, unfiltered. I should mention, because it popped into my mind, that... Oh, someone's there. Tia, come on. Come here. Go this way. All right. Part of the school community is weekly calls with me to be able to better serve the people in the community, to stay active, to stay on course, to answer questions, and that I'm really looking forward to. I'm really looking forward to these hour-long sessions. Maybe there'll be more, I don't know. Once we start, there'll be the schedule that's posted on school, and it's for everybody that's part of the community to join if it's appropriate to do so. And I don't know if we'll publish the recordings or not. I haven't chosen whether that's going to happen, but I think it'll be a great way for people to get connected, part of the community, to see what's happening, to share within the community, to know that other people are going through the same struggles that you're going through. Most of the challenges that we face are so relatable because they're challenges that all humans have to come to terms with. You know, it's like getting clear on your core values is really something that is happening whether you are aware or not. And that's a lot of what we're doing with the growth blueprint, is bringing awareness to our daily actions so that we can keep them in alignment with our bigger vision for where we're looking to go. We want big, bright lines locking us in. We don't want fuzzy lines. Fuzzy lines are so easily crossed because they don't mean anything. And when you're locked in with purpose and clarity, there's no way you're going to break those fuzzy lines because they don't exist. You have those big, bright lines locking you into everything you do. Let's go this way. So, after core values, man, my brain's not working. As you can tell, I've been going pretty hard for a while. I'm totally just drawing a blank. Time management and prioritization. Oh no, sorry. Mindset. Whoa. Mindset. Cannot be overstated how important mindset is. And the reality of mindset is that so many of us are locked into a loop of negative thinking and compounding limiting beliefs based on things that we experienced at various times in our life. And the whole purpose of the mindset course is to shift and bring awareness from limiting beliefs to growth mindset. Really fundamental in this process. So let's recap. We have vitality. Be strong and energized so you can have the energy to do the things that you want. You lead from your core values, fundamental truths that can be adapted along the way, but are your guiding principles for everyday life, for every decision, for every moment. Shifting your mindset. Mindset, so powerful. Limiting beliefs get squashed. They get uncovered first, and they shift. We shift our language from soul crushing to motivating and empowerment through rewriting past events, not changing them, but reframing them in a way that gives us power over the quote-unquote failures to learning experiences, for example. It's a matter of structuring how we speak to ourselves, simply engaging in less negative talk, not necessarily increasing our positive talk, which data suggests is actually the most effective way of rewiring what's going on in your brain, is to reduce negative talk, not necessarily increase positive talk. Growth mindset empowers us to see things as opportunities instead of limitations, no matter what they are. So powerful, because there are times when we are confronted with challenges and we're not even aware that this is happening, to us because we're not conscious, because being present and being conscious every moment of every day is borderline impossible. I mean, even Eckhart Tolle, I'm sure, drifts in and out of consciousness at times, and he's the grand master of presence. I've learned so much from him and his teachings, so grounding in nature, so beautiful, the structure of his teachings. Mindset. We need our mind strong. We need our body strong. We need vitality to empower our ability to create, to be there for ourselves and for other people. Mindset. Amazing. So powerful. And I should mention that the growth blueprint is structured in a sequential way, compounding on the past course. So it's not like you just sign up and do whatever. It's a structure, it's a process. It's about community engagement, sharing and supporting others. Service is a big part of human nature, and we need to tap into that again as a society to uplift each other and collectively be stronger, more powerful, more empathy, more love, health and awareness, tapping into all of it. It's so beautiful, and I feel like with technology has really just thrown a monkey wrench into the whole thing, and so much of it is important and really, I mean, truly important. The way we connect, this wouldn't be possible today without this. And because of how quickly technology has rolled out, I think there's a part of humanity that has been disjointed from the collective. And mindset alone, I believe, can transform our daily actions into purpose-driven actions, grounded in our core values, grounded in vitality, being there, having clarity and focus like never before, because you've done the work. You've taken a leap forward into the uncomfortable, into the challenge that is the process of self-discovery. I mean, without it, it's like no one's going to do the work for you. You have to show up. You're here because you're ready to do the work, not for any other reason. You know what it is to grind because you already do it. After mindset, I said it before, time management and prioritization. Understanding the power of time as an asset that we all are given equal amounts of. Time is I just got goosebumps now. To be able to effectively leverage time, that's a rich life. It's not about assets, it's about how to manage your time so you can do more with less and accomplish your goals, spend more time with your family, make more money, sit on a beach and not have to worry about anything. All of these things structure around time, how you invest your time, how you structure your time. To-do lists are not always so obvious. Maybe time blocking is more effective for you. Time management and prioritization. Understanding this is so transformative, but it cannot happen until you're grounded in a growth mindset, until you understand how you're leading your life moving forward with your core values, and then for fuck's sake, the energy to drive that. You see how it all works together in harmony? Layer after layer, empowering, one action into the next, always grounding in our choices, Again, it's not me. It's not me. It has nothing to do with me. After we get a grip on time, we're ready to move into being able to set aligned goals, right? Everybody has goals. So few people actually achieve them because the foundation to which the goals are being built upon are shit. It's all fucking quicksand. It doesn't make any sense. You have to be in alignment purposefully in order to have clarity and focus. Your goals are coming from that. It's like your core values are the seed and the blossoming fruit tree. Those are your goals. It only works if everything is synergistically charged, cosmically charged, if you will. I like that. I said that the other day. I don't think I've heard that anywhere else, but you know, there's a lot of shit floating around. Setting aligned goals with intention, not just like arbitrarily saying this, that, or whatever, because you're never really going to achieve those goals. Or if you do and you get there and you're like, oh fuck, I don't actually want this. I spent 20 years doing this shit and I don't even like it. Ow, fuck, that hurt. So you don't want to find yourself in that position. Investing 20 years into something that you realize you hate, or that you realize is so disjointed from who you are as a person, and you just didn't see it coming because you weren't in alignment. You didn't have a constant reminder of who you are and where you're looking to go every single day. Grounding yourself in a practice. So, goals, aligned goals, amazing. After that, in more ways than one, we need to reflect on how far we've come and optimize the work we've done and see if we need to make any changes, because the cycle continues. And it's vital that we reflect on the work we've done, the choices we've made leading up to this point. Because if we don't, we can fall off course. I'll use this analogy. Transatlantic flight, London to New York or whatever. If the pilot sets the autopilot even 1 degree off course, that changes everything. 1 degree plus time, or, you know, like a mathematical equation, 1 degree over this many kilometers of distance, 5,000 or whatever, doesn't get you to New York. It gets you, you know, fucking north or south or whatever, depending on where you were actually going. You think one degree, no big deal. 1%, no big deal. But you know what? A 1% differential over the course of 20 years, that's a big fucking deal. So we need to constantly remind ourselves, ground ourselves in a practice of reflection, bringing things into the present moment with intention, being real about our challenges and the required work that we need to do in order to stay on course. So we refine where we are, how we got there, make adjustments, leveraging reflection. And once we've done that, and we're feeling pretty fucking good about ourselves and all this work, which takes time, like at least a couple of months if you're gonna do this properly. More if you wanna give yourself a little bit more space for things to settle and really allow for things to manifest within you and to be even more dialed in and clear. I mean, 6 months, whatever it takes to go through the process. Because once you come out of this process and you've completed the growth blueprint, you're ready for deep and more meaningful work. You're essentially going through the growth blueprint to rewire your brain, the way you're thinking, your actions. It's so foundational. We're looking at, it's like when you learn how to do anything for the first time, you don't go to like super advanced mode first day. Like, I'd like to learn how to run ultra marathons. So day fucking 1, I'm gonna do the UTMB 250 kilometer race. Like, what? That makes no fucking sense. You build stamina, muscular rewiring, learning how to navigate nutrition, how it's like there's so much to be learnt on a foundational level before you could even embark on something like that. I mean, sure, there are some people who could tomorrow decide, hey, I'm gonna go run the marathon next month, and they'll do it, sure. But maybe there are unintended consequences. Maybe they get a permanent injury. Maybe they don't. Maybe they're like, that was easy. I ran the marathon, didn't train, didn't do anything. Never ran a day in my life. Go to get a beer, have some fish and chips. Certainly there are people like that, but just like the Steve Jobs, Albert Einsteins, and countless other, 0.0001%ers out there. That's not me. Most likely that's not you. So it's a process. But without the foundation of anything, it's going to be a messy, messy ride. And that's not what we want. That sounds like stress. That sounds like overeating to compensate. That's like missing days, the gym, training, maybe not being as attentive to detail as you used to be, and then something happens at work, and who the fuck wants that? No one wants that. Time is such an asset. There are plenty of people that have unlimited resources, and they are literal slaves to other people because they haven't prioritized correctly. There are people with very little resources who are spinning their wheels as though they have too much time, but they're not progressing through life in the way that they would like, in the way that they believe in themselves as possible. It was so foundational when I started layering these things on top of one another. And I didn't necessarily do them in order. but I redid everything. I reconstructed everything in order with purpose and clarity and focus, which brought us to the version of the growth blueprint where we are today. So I encourage you just to click the link in the description, sign up. At the time of this podcast, it's available for free for life, which is massive. Get in today. Takes no effort. There's 2 questions, drop an email, sign up for school. It's all free. Share the opportunity with people in your life. See how things start to change immediately, because it's about taking action. Action with clarity and purpose, and even knowing that triggers something within you. It's literally changing the physiology. Oh fuck, where's Tiga? Tiga! Shit. Okay, good. I thought he was good. Phew. Oh, wait, stop. Where's your collar? Ew, boy. Uh-oh. All right. Tiga, wait. What happened to your collar? Oh, man. I got that in Morocco on a family trip. It was a little loose. Oh, well. Where's your collar? Where's your collar? What are you gonna do? Where's your collar? Maybe he had it off for a while. Oh well. C'est la vie. Let me know if you see it in the video. Drop a comment. Fucking. I mean, it could be anywhere. Tiga. Come on. Tiga. Shit. All right. Well, just a couple more seconds looking around. Sorry, this is like really dead fucking podcast moment. If you're listening to audio only, just hang on. Maybe skip forward. Tiga had his collar on, and now he's lost it. All right. It is what it is. So, and I just lost my train of thought. How do we get down here? How do you get down here? Okay. Ooh. Hey. All right, we're back. Sorry for that. FlowState, no editing. It is what it is. One of the reasons that I wanted to do this is because I feel like there's so much that's polished, so refined on the internet. I mean, there's a lot of raw shit out there too, but in this kind of setup, I just wanted to try something a little different and let me know what you think. Let me know if it should be edited or not. I mean, I'm not going to change anything, of course, because that would be insane. But, you know, just to know. So, oh yes, an invitation to others, changing physiology, the power of taking action cannot be overstated. Taking action is beautiful. And those that tend to take action oftentimes are capable of shifting when things are not going as they expected. It's those that don't take action that tend to overthink, that never really move the needle forward in any kind of meaningful way. Again, exceptions to the rule, of course, but taking action on a bad idea and refining it over time will always trump a good idea with no action taken. So I invite you to join today in this moment the growth blueprint on school. Share with the people that mean the most to you in your life. Empower them. Show them something that they too can tap into. It's one of the most beautiful things that I think humans can do is invest in themselves more than anything else. You need to look after yourself first. You are your responsibility. You are your purpose. There's no greater value than being the best version of you can on all levels so that you can be in service to others. Whether it's a core value of yours or not, if you've ever done something out of the kindness of your heart for other people with no expectation for anything in return, you're living in service. And that feels amazing. I'll ask you this question. Do you feel better when you give something, or do you feel better when you receive something? Think about that. For most people, giving trumps every time. Giving is like, oh man. Have you ever cooked a meal for someone? The appreciation, the love, even if it wasn't your best, it's still the thought, it's still the process, the energy, the work. You're transferring all of that. Feels good to be back on this experience, this trek, recording here, being locked in with you guys. And by you guys, I mean people. Oh man, I'm really looking forward to recording more videos that are in alignment with the growth blueprint, supplementing all of the text and worksheets that are on there. My battery is low. This may cut off before I get back. My legs. Let's fucking go. Nothing like a little cardio to restart the system. So, in closing, the growth blueprint is available for you should you choose to act and take advantage. And I should also mention that the 10 steps to everyday action is still very much at play. It's a 91-day dialed in email campaign along with an ebook that you get at no cost. And it's a great way to start your practice. Sign up for the Growth Blueprint community, then you're in. If you're not ready now, that's fine. Sign up, take action. At least it's there. You'll be getting a few emails from me periodically. No spam, no bullshit. Everything I do is always actionable. There's always something in it for everybody in the moment. Not yesterday, today, tomorrow, whatever. It's like now. I'm back. Ooh, the sun. Let's get a nice view. And in closing, let's get Tiga unlocked here. Oh, what a great day. Thanks so much for joining in, dropping in with me. I love you all. Sign up. See you next time. If you're feeling stuck or ready to take things to the next level, I have something that could make all the difference. It's called the 10 Steps to Everyday Action. This isn't just another download or checklist. It's a 91-day journey packed with high-impact emails, each carefully designed to guide you through building a balanced, purpose-driven life. Each email focuses on something different, like defining core values, building resilience, and mastering time management. And it's all designed to fit into your everyday life. Imagine 91 days of intentional growth delivered right to your inbox. With each step, you'll get exercises and tools to help you find clarity, set meaningful goals, and develop the habits that truly support you. This is all about real progress without the fluff. If you're ready to create lasting change, download the 10 Steps to Everyday Action using the link in my bio, or drop a comment below and I will send it to you. Take the first step now.